guys, so today I'm going to do a tutorial on this makeup look, which is like my go-to glam, soft, natural kind of makeup. And obviously my skin is quite the focus today, so it is quite heavy on skin products, but eyes are very quick, very easy, very wearable. So if you like this and you want to find out more about how I got this look, then please keep watching and I'll see you soon. I've already done my brows, so first thing I'm going to be doing is just priming my lids for shadow. Thank you, Laurie. I always like to do my eyebrows before I do anything else because then I can sort of carve them out and neaten them up a bit when I'm priming my eyelids, which I find helpful as I'm so useless at doing brows. I can't even begin to tell you. It is just an ongoing struggle, you know. And I've tried looking at all these like brow tutorials that are on YouTube, but I swear they like literally the before and after is essentially like their before is my after kind of scenario. So I need, you know, someone to do a brow tutorial who has literally the patchiest, thinnest, ugliest brows to start with. That's what I need. So I just use my MAC Painterly paint pot to prime my eyes, and then I'm going to set that with my Maybelline matte makeup powder in the shade Nude Beige, just so that that stays in place. And laying that powder down means that all my shadows will be really easy to blend nicely on the lid. So I'm mainly going to be, well, no, not mainly, I am going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette today, and starting off with my biggest brush, which is my Morphe MB23. I'm going to go in with the Raw Sienna shade, which is this shade on the bottom right, just here, just a sort of really light beigey colour. It's kind of reminds me a little bit of like creme brulee from Makeup Geek, if you wanted to use that instead. But basically what you want to do is just lay down any sort of quite light beigey, warmy toned shadow, and I'm just buffing that all above the crease, keeping the majority of the colour on this sort of outer third, and just blending that in towards the corner and up towards the brow and giving it a nice blendy blend. Next I'm going to go in with the sort of next shade along, which is this burnt orange shade just here. And that's basically, we're just sort of going one shade deeper, and I'm using a slightly smaller brush, which is the Morphe M441, just to make sure that this stays a bit lower and a bit more in the crease. Not really taking any time or effort really at all with this, just quickly buffing that in. I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush and the creamy shade up here, which is called Tempera, but again that is basically the same shadow as MAC's Blanc type if you don't have the palette. It's the same as the Anastasia Blanc, and I'm trying to think what the Makeup Geek equivalent is, but it escapes me. So we're not taking any time, we're not really sort of carving a crease out, we're just literally patting this on and letting the shadows just sort of blend together. And then I'm going to go just back in with my 441 and a little bit of the lighter shade, which was the Raw Sienna, just so that we don't make this too deep, and I'm just going to blend that again. This is where you want to feel a bit more grateful for your hooded eyes, because I really don't feel the need to be neat or like spend ages blending, because my hood will just hide all the mess. So hooded eye girls, this is where we come into our own. I'm going to take a little bit more of that Tempera shade and just this flat nameless brush and highlight my brow. Like a brow bone highlight doesn't have to be shimmery, and I feel like on a sort of more casual day it's nice to have a sort of brightening rather than a shimmer up there, which really helps sort of lift the eye and make the eyes look bigger and everything look more sort of bright and youthful. And then once I've done that, if it's sort of a bit too much of a contrast, I just go in and blend that top where the deeper and lighter shadows meet, and always blend, when you're doing that, always blend down because you don't want that sort of warmer shadow to come higher and higher and higher as you're blending. So sort of blend from the top down. And that's it for shadow. Easy as that. And now I'm just going to pop on some Lash Sensational mascara. I will do about 55 coats of this, but I will spare you from having to watch all of that. I always like slant my mirror sort of back and look up when I'm doing my mascara because I have quite long lashes and it's a constant struggle to make sure they don't touch my shadow or I end up with mascara all over my nicely blended eyeshadow, which is... Primer today, I'm going to be using the Stila One Step Corrector and just literally not even a pump, sort of half a pump of this. And I just really like this because it is just a sort of standard primer, like it's really refreshing and cooling and liquidy, so it feels really nice on the skin. Its main job is like colour correcting sort of redness and dull skin and things like that, but it does just feel really nice. I don't notice it sort of changing how my foundation performs or anything like that, which is good. Yeah, it doesn't have any like SPF or anything like that. It's no sort of multitask, it's just literally a sort of very basic primer. Today I'm going to be using my Diorskin Forever foundation in the shade 40. And if you want to check out a bit more info about this, then I have reviewed it, so I will link that below. So now I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and at the moment I am using NW25, and I've got it in this little sample pot because when I went in, sort of said, oh, I'm going on holiday, and I tan like nobody's business. They warned me that the shade I was currently using, which I think is like the NC 20 maybe, was going to make me look like a crazy person. So they gave me a little sample of this one to save my blushes, and it is the perfect shade. I might actually have to purchase this shade because I guess my lighter one is going to be a bit much for quite some while. So I am really lucky because where I have the hyperpigmentation is exactly where you put your concealer, because obviously if I had it down here I might struggle to cover it with my foundation, but because it's right under my eyes and then there, it's literally exactly where I might need it. So that's lucky. And I'm just going to set all of that with my RCMA on the end of my Beauty blender. I use the tiniest little amount under my eyes because I do find it quite drying. I can't get that Ed Sheeran Galway Girl song out my head. It won't leave. It's there forever. I'm going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in medium golden and the Zoeva 106. Now this is definitely too light in colour for me right now, but because I only use a little amount and just a dusting, I can get away with it, I think. So next I'm going to bronze a little with my Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow Kit and use the bronzer. This is the light medium one. I'm just using my Lottie bronzer brush. See, I am already bronzed, so I don't like really need to warm up the skin like I normally would. So this is more about sort of adding some definition and stopping my face being too flat after my foundation. This is actually quite close to my skin tone right now, this bronzer. So if I really wanted to go bronzy, I would use my Gimme Sun, because this is like, as you can see, it's quite subtle on my current situation. So I'm going to briefly detour back to eyeballs and the Modern Renaissance, and I'm going to go back in with the burnt orange colour and my Zoeva pencil brush. I'm just going to really lightly tap it in there and then dust everything off because I don't want to go ham under here. Got quite a sort of subtle eye look today, so I don't want to have a crazy lower lash line, just trying to warm it up and sort of link it back in with the rest of my eye, and nice smooth transition. I really like a pencil brush for under the eye. I feel like it's just the right size and it blends it nicely so it's not too harsh. And then I'm going to take this really handy little sponge tip applicator, which I got free with my Cath Kidston makeup bag, and I just love it. It is perfect for the inner corner. And I also like to use it on the bridge of my nose and my lip when I'm highlighting, because it sort of really packs it on in those places where you want it to really pop. And I'm just going in with the Mary Loumanizer, which is my ultimate favourite for the inner corner. I mean, look, just look at that. And this applicator literally just does the work for you. I go in on an inner corner highlight, I really do. And then I just stripe it down the nose and blend it with a finger. I don't really like to go all the way to the end of my nose because my nose is so long, I definitely don't need to highlight where it ends. Nope. You can actually get a very similar brush to this. Elf do one for like $1, and you can also get them, I think Morphe does one, you can get them in Boots, very, very cheap, very easy to find, but they're just really handy for that little, just there, you know. So next I'm going to go in with my highlight, and today I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops in Dew onto the high points. And then I use another clean finger to blend out, and I kind of use like patting and pressing motions with it because it does dry so quick. I definitely don't feel like it sort of messes around with my foundation or anything like that, so that for me is a bonus. I'm just going above the peak of my eyebrow, the arch. Called an arch. Get with the program. Sort of blend that up towards the hairline. And a little bit down the nose, just to give that a bit more. And if you do want to build this up, it does build really nicely. Once you've laid down that initial like layer on the cheekbone, it's then very easy to build it up and make it as blinding as you want. But for me, for every day, I like this sort of just subtle hint of a glow rather than like highlight. Wondering why my eyelashes just suddenly got twice the size, because I've just gone in with another layer of mascara, exactly the same as before. My coffee has gone cold, guys. So I'm going to do a really quick, easy little contour using my Anastasia contour single in Java. This is the shade that I'm kind of using while I'm tanned. Usually I use Fawn. Love them both, but this is the kind of deeper shade for when I'm more tan. And my Morphe M104. I'm just going to go underneath that bronzer, under the jawline, quite light because it's only casual day, you know, casual. And then I'm just going to pat a little bit just on the side of my hairline. I don't really go up into the centre part because I don't have like a really tall forehead that I want to hide. I just want to sort of slim everything and frame my face as opposed to making my forehead look smaller. But if you obviously do have a bigger forehead, or if you just want to make your forehead look a little smaller, then you obviously can go along the top of your hairline as well. And then with a blush to finish off the face, I'm going to go in with MAC's Gingerly, which is a really nice, well, I guess gingery type of blush. Will you focus? Will you? There we go. So I'm done with powder now, so I'm just going to go in with my MAC Fix Plus just to settle that powder in and make everything look less sort of sitting on the skin. Refreshing, it's so nice. Even if that was just water, which I don't feel like it is, I would still pay and use that because it's just so nice. I do get a little bit of, ooh, do get a bit hot, you know. So next I'm going to go in my waterline with the MAC Studio Chromographic pencil in NC15 NW20. It's just a really nice flesh toned liner. It's kind of like, actually I think it's designed for concealing, but it is perfect in the lower waterline because it's not really white, so it doesn't, I know some people find a white liner can look really crazy down there. So yeah, I really recommend this if you can't get on with a white liner, because it does the same thing. It really brightens and widens your eyes, makes you look really awake, without having a crazy white line under your eyes, you know. And for lips today, I'm going to go in with MAC's Strip Down Liner. I'm not really into overlining. I just draw where they are, you know. I work with what I got. Doesn't matter if you come further into the lips because your lipstick will just go over the top of that anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. And today I'm going to use Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in Mannequin, which is a new one for me, and it's gorgeous. I was worried it was going to be too light, maybe too pinky, because I'm not really a pinky nude kind of girl, but it is just perfect for like day to day, everyday, nude, long lasting lip. I just find the Jeffree lipsticks so easy to work with. Like they literally, I mean, I'm in no means am I good at putting a liquid lipstick on. I am awful at it. But it literally does it for you. The applicator is just, it's magic. It's magic. It does everything for you. It's the perfect shade. It gets the perfect line. Never makes a mess. It's a dream. Thank you, Jeffree. Thank you. So I think we are done. So this is my kind of go-to, very quick. It usually takes me 20-25 minutes if I don't have to talk to you at the same time, of course. Very, very easy, minimal sort of products needed. Looks pretty natural. Obviously looks like I'm wearing makeup, but you know, it's all very sort of neutral, very soft, very quick, very easy. No skill, no winged liner, no 45 different eyeshadows, and nothing that's like crazy specific or dramatic. It's just really easy to wear. You could wear this, you know, to work, to the office. You could wear this just down the shops, and you could also, you know, pop in some lashes, and you know, maybe a more pop in highlight, and you could wear it at night in the evenings as well. So you could also, you know, use this as like a day to night look. So yeah, obviously you could change up the lip as well to make it more dramatic if you like. Yeah, very easy to wear, very easy, very quick, very soft glam, which is my favourite. So I hope you liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe before you go so I can see you again next time. Otherwise, I will see you very, very soon. Bye, 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 bye.